Today we are going to discuss about sleep sensors. So sleep sensors are very important in industrial application. So we already seen there are four types of industrial sensors, industrial sensors for robots: tactile sensor, sleep sensor, and the proximity sensor. Then the mobile application sensors. Okay. So last class we have been discussed about uh, the tactile sensors as well as touch sensor, which is very much important. We have seen some videos also. So to handle the fragile material, say glass objects or bottles. So while handling the bottles, the robo grippers should apply sufficient force. It should not apply beyond the force. So suppose if robo uh, um, uh, lift, okay, robo lift a bottle. So after lifting the bottle, it holds for some time. So when the liquid or some other solid particle pour inside the bottle, what happen? So the weight is increasing. So bottle is a smooth surface. So as the weight increases, the robo gripper should hold the bottle, whatever may be the weight. That means whenever the weight is adding with the bottle, the robo force, the finger gripping force should increase to hold, to maintain its position. Okay. This is for maintaining the varying loads on the robo gripper or hands. The sleep sensors and the touch sensors are very much important in industrial application. See here, let's see what is the main purpose of sleep sensor. Okay. So this is the manipulator. This is manipulator hand. Okay. Or you can call it as a wrist. Okay. So wrist. So this is wrist. So this is a robo gripper jaw. Okay. So it is nothing but gripper jaw. Okay. So two finger. This is a two finger grippers. This is also gripper jaw. This is another gripper, right? So this is an object. Okay. This is an object. So the object. So this is object. So this object has some weight. Okay. We may not say the weight is constant. So the object has weight. So let's see the various parts of the robo gripper and the slipper sensor mechanism. So here is this is called, say, this is rubber finger bone. Okay, so rubber finger. Okay, rubber finger bone. Rubber finger bone. So this is the green color. This green color is nothing but the force sensor. Okay, force sensor. Normally the force sensor operated on the finger mechanism, the pad. This is pad. The finger mechanism is strain gauge. Mostly strain gauge is used as force sensor. Okay, you see here the inside. Okay, this is called slip sensor. There are two slip sensors. attached here. Okay, this is slip sensor. Okay, so uh, this is gripping force, this direction of the gripping force. So the gripping force applied towards the object. This is also gripping force. So there are two finger gripper, so two slip sensors, then one force sensor, this rubberized this. Actually, there are two contacts here, primary contact. So this inside rubberized, this is uh, rubberized um, material. Okay, rubberized pad. Say it is called a pad, rubberized pad, rubberized pad. So this contact, okay, this contact is primary contact. So primary. So this contact here called secondary contact. Secondary contact. So when the weight, when this gripper lift some object whose weight is W. So when it lift the object always attracted by the um, gravitational force. So the object tries to falls down, slips down. Okay, object always falls to slips down. So slips down, only 34. Right. Clear? So the moment the object slips down, the controller, the sensor, the slip sensor gives information to the controller. This is actually slip sensor. So the slip sensor with the signal conditioning goes to the controller. So in the controller. So the control, what is the role of controller? The moment the object falls down, it slips. The slip sensor detects the slipping. Okay, so the moment the slip sensor gives a trigger signal to the controller tries to increase. Okay, depend on direction, whether increase or decrease. So that purpose is done by the controller, right? So this is the basic concept behind the slip sensor. Okay, let's see what are the types of slip sensors uh, available here. Huh? So basically, the slip sensor, you see this video, you can find. You see the person is pouring. This is a glass material. There are two fingers. The two fingers hold the glass material. Okay, glass. So as we pour the some material inside the glass, the bottle or glass, it is constantly holding. You see in the right hand side, okay, what nonsense all are coming, going. Hmm. You see, you see this side, you see here, see when the moment when the moment we are pouring the some materials inside the bottle, so the weight is adding. The moment the weight is adding, you see the signal, the trigger signal from the slip sensor. This is the slip sensor output. Depend on the increasing the weight, so this gives a trigger signal, so that you see here, so the gripping force is increasing. So the gripping force is increasing, so that it holds the glass bottle constantly, right? Once again, let's see this one. You see the trigger signal here. So as he is pouring the object, gripping force is increasing, as well as triggering force also increasing. So the first type of slip sensor is a sapphire needle sensor. Okay, so this is object. Sorry, I'm not selecting the marker. Okay, sorry. So this is actually this is object. See, these are two fingers. So this is this object is held by this two fingers. See, in the another side of finger, this is actually this is the sensor setup. Okay. So these two are fingers. Actually, these two are fingers. I don't know what happened with this. So this is one finger. This is another finger. So actually, the slip sensor is attached only one side of the finger. This arrangement is called a sapphire needle slip sensor. Actually, this is sapphire needle. Okay. Sapphire needle. So this is rubber damper, rubber support. Okay, this is rubber support. This is metal. Where is that? Yes, this is metal support. Metal support. Sorry. These two are rubber support. Actually, these two are rubber support. Actually, I forgot that this one is called salt, Rossellate salt. So it is quartz. It's a crystal, Rossellate salt. Salt. So this is actually a crystal. So this arrangement, no, when the object slips down, when the object slips down, when the object slips down, what happens when the object slips down? The needle, this is a needle. So when object slips down, this needle gets oscillated, so vibrated. So once it triggers because of the slipping of this object, because of the slipping of the object, so this needle vibrates. Because of that vibration, you see the Rossellate salt is a crystal. It generates signal. Okay, it generates. What is the principle of crystal or a piezoelectric crystal? This is Rossellate salt is a piezoelectric crystal. So the moment the needle triggers, the quartz, the Rossellate salt crystal oscillates. So that oscillating signal is getting output from here. Actually, this is two-wire output. So this is output. Output. Okay, output. So yeah, it's useless. So this is the basic principle behind sapphire needle slip sensor. Understand or not? See, the slipping of the object causes a sensor to generate a voltage. This voltage is generated by Rossellate salt. Okay, Rossellate salt. Clear? So that generates a voltage spike as seen in the video. Whenever the object slips down, it generates voltage spikes that is amplified and then used to trigger a flip-flop that controls the robot's finger motors with help of the controller. Right? This is the basic principle behind all the types of slip sensors. The next slip sensor is a modified one. You see, this is another improved force oscillation slip sensor. So the operation is a little bit different. The principle of operation different, but the construction is similar to the slip sensor, the sapphire needle. Here, instead of sapphire needle, here a steel ball. So this is a steel ball. Okay, steel ball. Steel ball is mounted here. Okay, this is steel ball. Actually, the object, the finger is here, the object is placed here in between two fingers. So this is object. The finger is another finger is in another side. So okay, this is another finger. So this is finger, what another finger. Actually, this sensor is mounted on another side. Okay, another side. So the when object slips, the steel ball rotates, slips. Okay, the steel ball. So the steel ball is connected with the. This is a rubber damper. Okay, rubber damper. So this is a rubber damper. Rubber damper. The this is this entire structure is mounted in a oil damper. This is oil damper. Okay, so this is electrical coil. So the electrical coil is mounted here. Clear? So this is electrical coil. Say simply coil. So this is magnet. Okay, so magnet. Magnet. So the magnet is mounted here. So the magnet is mounted. This is the magnet. So the magnet is mounted here. So what is the principle of operation? When the object falls down, the ball roller rotates. So this is connected with the oil, and this is called a vibrator. Okay. So the moment the steel oscillates, it hits the vibrator. So the vibrator is connected to the coil. So like the vibrator is connected to the coil and the magnet. So this is magnet actually. So the magnet is wounded with the coil. So the moment it gets vibrated, it creates a signal. It creates signal. So that signal is taken out from this. This is a output signal. Output signal. So through the output, this output signal is connected to controller. Okay, a controller. So the controller will increase the gripping force whenever it falls down. So this is a simple improved force oscillation slip sensor. So next is roller type of slip sensor. You see here, this is one finger. Finger. This is another finger. So another finger. This is a roller. It's a simple roller. Okay. So this roller is embedded with a magnet. So this is nothing but a magnet. So magnet. So this is called a magnet head, like a tape recorder head. Okay. In the olden days, they have head, magnet head. Okay. So this is magnet head. The output is taken from this. So this is called output. Output. So the output is taken out from here. Say actually when the object is placed between these 2 points. So 2 fingers are there. These 2 are robo gripper finger. So this is the object. So object. When the object slips down, what happened? Anybody? Anybody? Please, anybody tell me, respond for me. Aruchelvam. 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 Mr. Aruchelvam. Prabhavati. Aruchelvam. Anybody? Arun Prakash. Arun Prakash.
Sir. Sir.
எல்லாம் தூங்குறீங்களா?
Sir, no, sir.
Sir, tell me. Tell me here. The object is placed between two gripper pad fingers.
Yes,
so one side of the finger, okay.
Yes, sir.
A roller, a rubber roller.
Okay, sir.
This is a rubber roller.
Yes, sir.
Rubber roller. This rubber roller is embedded with a magnet, small magnet piece here.
Yes, sir.
So the moment the object falls down, slips down, what happened? The roller is mounted in a center circle.
Yes, sir.
So it is free to rotate. So this is rubber roller. So what happened? Tell me. This is a magnetic head. Magnet head means it senses the magnets.
Yes, sir.
Tell me. When the object slips down, what happened?
The position of the magnet changes, sir.
Roller rotates.
Roller rotates, sir.
Good. First roller rotates.
Yes, sir.
Okay. When roller rotates, this magnet displays from.
Yes, sir. From the to some other position, right? Sir. Yes,
so
sir.
The moment it leaves from the original position, the magnet sensor. This is a sensor. Magnet
don't sense any magnetic field, sir.
Immediately that generates a trigger signal.
Yes, sir.
Right? That there is no this is slips the magnet signal, right?
Yes,
that
sir.
signal is a measure of when the trigger comes from the slip sensor, where it goes controller.
Controller, sir.
Goes to a controller.
Controller.
So what the controller does?
It identifies that the object is getting slipped from the.
Okay, right. What the next stage? Next is it increases the gripping force.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
On both fingers, it increases the gripping force.
Gripping force.
அப்போ நீங்க கீழ விழுதுனா நீங்க அழுத்தணும்ல?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Same concept. So the object slips down, it gives trigger signal that is connected to a controller. That controller will increase the gripping force through motor or some other actuators. Right?
Yes, sir.
Thank you for your nice response. Okay. So next type of roller type of slip sensor is okay. Next type of this is wrong. Next type of slip sensor is also a roller type, but this roller has some hole. Okay, so this is one finger, this is another finger. So two fingers, two finger pads. Similar to the previous case, the roller has small hole. So this is hole. Okay, this is a hole. So what is this? This is a lamp bulb or LED. LED or light source. You can also say this is a light source. Light source. So what is this? This is photoelectric pickup. Photoelectric pickup or photoelectric transducer. So it senses the light. So this is nothing but the hole, this hole, okay, this hole. So what happened when the when the object, see better use annotate. You see, so this is a object, right? Object. So this object placed between two fingers. So this object has some weight. So because of this weight or increasing weight or decreasing weight, so it falls down towards downside. So that at that moment, the ball rotates, the roller rotates. So in the other side of the other side of the roller is source, light source is there. This side, the you just take the plane of this window, the window back side one light source with the plane of window front side is a sensor. So when the object slips, the roller rotates. So this source, the detector uh, will not detect the light source because it disappears. So the whole displaces its the original position. Its original position. Clear? So this also roller type. Roller type slip sensor in the optical transducer. The previous one is the magnetic transducer. So roller type slip sensor with the magnetic transducer. This is roller type of slip sensor with optical transducer. Clear? So next is another type of transducer called Belgrade. Okay, Belgrade sensor. So the Belgrade sensor is nothing but like a prosthetic device. It is a prosthetic device developed to enable handicapped people. For particularly this Belgrade type of hand is for handicapped people to grasp a variety of objects. Okay, to grasp variety of objects. It physically resembles human hand. So you could see the false human hand. Okay, for the handicapped people, some hand is attached to the handicapped people. So it is physically resembles to the human hand. Okay, it has a slip sensor on each thumb. Okay, each thumb. So each thumb one slip sensor is attached. Clear? So on each thumb, both forced oscillation. There are two type of there are three types of Belgrade hand slip sensors are there. Even four types also available. But see, in all type, the force oscillation, the oscillation created by the Belgrade hand is the measure of slipping the object. So the oscillation as well as roller type sensors have been tested in the hand. You see, first, see the first type of Belgrade hand slip sensor. So this Belgrade hand slip sensor is nothing but this is a knurled roller. Okay, this is knurled roller. This is a knurled roller. So this is object. Okay, so this is object. Actually, this is soft layer. Soft layer. Okay, this is soft layer. This knurled roller. This is the actuator. Okay, this is the actuating hand. Okay, so trigger happens here. So this is our sensing device. Okay, this is say insulator. Okay, insulator, sensing insulator. This is triggering point. Say triggering point. Triggering point. So actually here this is the resistor. A resistor is used to drop the value. Here we get V output or E output. This is the control signal. Control signal, we normally manipulated signal, we put a U. Okay, this is a soft layer. That means rubberized layer. Say here the another side. One finger is there. Sorry. Another side, one finger. So two fingers. On one side of the finger, a soft layer. Soft layer is attached with the knurled roller. So the moment you see the object, when the object falls down, or when the object either direction, the object can move. We may not say. So on either direction, the object can move. If the object wants to up or down, so the knurled roller, this is the roller. The knurled roller can rotate. Okay, the knurled roller rotate. So when it makes displacement, so it triggers the pointer. So it generates a signal. That control signal is a measure of slipping the object. So the control signal is used to increase the gripping force. So it is used to increase the gripping force. This is one type of Belgrade hand slip sensor. This is another type. So the needle-like structure is here. So this is needle-like structure. This is same resistor. So say here plus, minus, plus. So here we get E output or V output. This is the supply voltage. You apply. This is supply control signal. This is V output. Clear? So this is our insulator. So same discussion. See, let us remove this. Sorry. So the operational concept is same. Okay, same. When the object slips down, the needle gets triggered, needle get oscillation. So when it moves down, the needle, here also you can put on either side, not only one side. So when the object moves on either side, it triggers the needle. So it creates some signal. That signal is passed to the output connections. So this output trigger comes from the Belgrade hand slip sensor, is used to increase the gripping force, either increase or decrease, depend on the movement. This is another type of Belgrade hand. Here a roller-like structure. Okay, roller-like structure. This is the contact. This is a contact support. Contact support. This also contact supports. Contact support. So similar to that, here plus the common minus plus. So the control signal, sorry, supply signal, signal. This is the output signal, V out or E out. E out. So the same concept. When the object slips down, so this roller rotate on. So both contacts, these both support contacts gets the signal variation. That signal variation is generated as a trigger signal that is given to the controller. So the controller, what is the role of controller? Controller role is depend on the signal received from the slip sensor. It will increase the gripping force or decrease the gripping force depend on the situation. Okay, mostly when slips means we have to increase the gripping force. That is the logic. Okay, the slip sensor logic is when the object okay slips, when the object slips, what happen? We have to increase gripper force, increase gripper force. So increase gripper force when slips. When the object slips, we have to increase the gripping force. Understand? So this is the operation of Belgrade hand roller type. This is a roller type sensor. The previous two is forced oscillation. So this one and this one are forced oscillation. This forced oscillation type. This is a roller ball type of slip sensor. So this is another same thing. This same structure. It is in color. Okay. So next type of sensor is a proximity sensor. Proximity and range sensor. So the proximity sensor. Proximity means sensing the nearing object. Sensing the nearing object. So range sensor is to detect the far away object. To measure the distance of far away object by using various techniques. Okay. The proximity sensor and range sensors can use different techniques. The proximity sensors are basically photoelectric or optical. Optical by means of photoelectric signals. Then optical rays. Okay, optical rays, passing rays, and detect the nearby object. In range sensor, you can use sonar, UV, ultrasonic, UV rays. Okay, basically in robots use ultrasonic for ultrasonic and radar for range finding purposes. Okay, so the main purpose of proximity sensors here is main purpose is object detection, collision avoidance, to avoid the collision to the neighboring objects. Then object verification and counting. So how many numbers are there? Okay, mainly these three are the important applications of the proximity sensors. The types of we are going to see these four types of proximity sensors: photoelectric, optical sensors, and inductive proximity sensor, and the capacitive proximity sensor, and the ultrasonic proximity sensors. We also discuss different type of range sensors. Okay,